This is my presentation on the Spanish language. The Spanish language originated in the Iberian Peninsula, located in the southwest region of Europe. During the 19th century, the region was under Roman rule, and therefore its inhabitants learned Latin from the Roman traders, settlers, and soldiers. The region became known as Hispania. At the time, the educated Roman classes spoke classical Latin. The mixture of classical Latin with the pre-Roman languages of the Iberians, Celts, and Carthaginians gave birth to the vulgar Latin. Spanish is the official language spoken in Argentina, Bolivia, Chile, Colombia, Costa Rica, Cuba, República Dominicana, Ecuador, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, México, Nicaragua, Panamá, Paraguay, Peru, Spain, Uruguay, and Venezuela. What is the prevalence of the Spanish language in the United States? According to Lopez González Barrera, with more than 37 million speakers, Spanish is by far the most spoken non-English language in the U.S. today among people ages 5 and older. Spanish is spoken by more non-Hispanic U.S. homes than any other non-English language and Spanish language television networks frequently beat their English counterparts in television ratings. Projections show an actual increase in the number of Hispanic Spanish speakers in the U.S. What can we say about the grammatical structure of the Spanish language compared to the English language? Let's listen to these examples. The little boys played happily during recess. Los niños chiquitos jugaron felices durante el recreo. As we see, in English, the adjective modifies or describes the noun, and in Spanish, the adjective or adjetivo comes after the noun. Notice, in the prepositional phrase during recess, durante el recreo, there is an article before the Spanish object of the preposition. El recreo. This will be explained further on in the presentation. The other example. A small brown deer peeked from the dark woods. Un venado pequeño de color café se asomó desde el bosque oscuro. As we notice, the Spanish sentence is longer and has more words in it. Here we see again the word deer, described or modified by two adjectives, small and brown. And in Spanish, of course, the adjectives come after the noun venado. A very interesting fact about Spanish is that we can omit the subject. Let's read these sentences. I can run. In Spanish, you can simply say, puedo correr. I want to eat. Quiero comer. What do you want? ¿Qué quieres? She read very well. Leyó muy bien. We looked for the address. Buscamos la dirección. They bought a house. Compraron una casa. In these sentences, we do not have to say the subject in Spanish. Yo, tú, ella, nosotros, ellos can be omitted. Something very particular about Spanish is gender, masculine and feminine. As we read in these examples, el niño, the boy, el ferrocarril, the train, el televisor, the television, el teléfono, the phone, el elefante, the elephant, el ventilador, the fan. These are all masculine in gender. As we see in English, all of these nouns have the in front of them. It does not matter whether they are masculine or feminine. And to our right, we have the feminine examples. La niña, the girl. La ballena, the whale. La casa, the house. La iglesia, the church. La pluma, the feather. La escuela, the school. In Spanish, we do not use contractions. In English, I'm, can't, you've, isn't, doesn't, couldn't, didn't, they've, she's, are all contractions. In Spanish, we do not have these. Let's read a few examples. He isn't here. Él no está aquí. She didn't find it. No lo pudo encontrar. Or, ella no lo pudo encontrar. Because remember, the subject can be omitted. In Spanish, we do not use apostrophes. Ese es su lápiz would mean in English, that is her pencil. That is Daniela's pencil. Encontramos su libro. We found his book. We found David's book. Esa es su lonchera. That is Caleb's lunchbox, or that is his lunchbox. Esa es su camisa. That is Azra's shirt, or that is her shirt. In Spanish, the same word may have different accents. Terminó, termino, terminó. Ánimo, ánimo, ánimo. Práctico, practico, practicó. The first column has nouns. The second column would be used as an example. Yo termino mi tarea a tiempo. I finish my task on time. Yo practico la lección. I practice the lesson. The third column would be for a third person, for example. Él terminó su tarea. He finished his assignment. Él practicó la lección. He practiced the lesson. Prepositions and prepositional phrases are both included in the English and Spanish languages. For example, a, ante, bajo, cabe, con, contra, de, desde, en, entre, hacia, hasta, para, por, según, sin, so, sobre, tras. Teachers will usually have children memorize these. Some Spanish speakers will have difficulty with in, on, at. They may not know if they have to say a sentence and say they are in school or they are at school. Cognates are words that exist in two different languages and have the same root or origin. Some examples are correct, correcto, dictionary, diccionario, elephant, elefante. We need to help our students understand that there are false cognates, such as librería and library, contestar and contest. When learning how to speak Spanish, verb conjugation may seem very difficult. Students must learn the verbs in its many different forms: tiempo pasado, presente, futuro, pretérito perfecto, pretérito imperfecto, pretérito pluscuamperfecto. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Thank you for paying attention.